Hi, welcome back to my show Desi Aroma. Thank you for joining me today again. I'm going to do something vegetarian today, and what comes to mind is Baingan Ka Bharta. That's an eggplant made in the Indian style, more like a Punjabi style Baingan Ka Bharta. So you know what, it's a simple recipe, so why don't we just get started and see how it's made. So come on, let's take a look how it's done. Okay, so here are the ingredients what we're going to use today to make this bharta. I've got tomatoes. I've got 2 tomatoes which I have chopped. I've got about 8 or 10 cloves of garlic which I have chopped. I've got about a tablespoon and a half of ginger which is crushed or chopped. Then I have thinly sliced onion into smaller pieces, chopped or sliced, either one works. I got 2 large jalapeno peppers which I have chopped, and then I've got 2 eggplants, the bangan, which are going to be used for making the bharta. We're going to use some oil. In my dry ingredients, I've got the sabut jeera, this is the cumin seed. Then I've got the haldi, which is turmeric, and cumin seed I'm using about a teaspoon. Haldi again 3/4 of a teaspoon, or about half and 3/4, and then jeera, this is a ground cumin seed which is about half teaspoon. Red chili powder, which is cayenne peppers, the lal mirch, I'm using about a teaspoon, and about got a teaspoon and a quarter of salt. Depending on how much salt you eat, you can lessen or increase as per your taste. And then I've got about teaspoons of ground coriander seeds, that's the ground dhania. So that's all we need, and let's get cooking. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do is cook these bangan, and the way you do it, you need to get a little smoky flavor on that, so they need to be roasted. I'm going to do a 2-process thing. First it goes for 10 minutes in a microwave, and then under the broiler or in an oven for a little more. So what you need to do is, I've got some oil in here. I'm going to just rub the oil on my eggplants all over the skin. So you can just dip your finger, use a brush, use a napkin, anything you want. So rub your oil, and then just put that in the microwave for 10 minutes. So 10 minutes in the microwave, then another 10 minutes under the broiler, or actually 5 to 10 minutes under the broiler, and then it's done. So we'll go ahead and put this in the microwave and see how it comes out. Okay folks, so this is out of the microwave now. Now these are large bangans, so it took me another 4 minutes for it to get done. What I'm looking for is the skin to be soft like that. See how soft has that become? So this is what I was looking for, and it was tough at 10 minutes, so I put for additional 4 minutes. Now I've got a pan here which I have lined with foil, and I'm going to just add these 2 bangan to my foil here. So let's keep them little separated. When these were getting done, at the same time I turned my broiler on high. I put on full high, and what I did was I also moved the rack to the highest possible, closest to the broiler. Once that is done, I'm going to put it right underneath here, under my broiler, and let it roast. Now I'm going to do about 5 minutes to 7 minutes on one side, then flip it over depending how fast it gets done. So both sides will be roasted. Now if you have an open flame stove, you can also do that, a gas stove. But in my case I have an electric stove, so I have to use the broiler for this. So here it is, it's come from underneath the broiler. Took me about 15 minutes. At 10 minutes I flipped it over on the other side. I've got some moisture also which came out, which is going to go right in our tadka. And as soon as it cools down a little, you can go ahead and peel this off, and you can see how easy it is to peel off once it's nicely roasted. So we'll just peel this off, cut this into real fine pieces, so chop it finely, and we're going to add it to a tadka, because this is fully done. So only thing is add to the tadka, and then we'll put it on real slow and give it dum for a few minutes, and your Baingan Ka Bharta is ready. Okay, now I'm heating some oil here. My oil is heated up, and of course, you know, depending on how much bharta you have to do this. This is about 7 or 8 tablespoons of oil. I never said Indian food is diet food, so first goes my jeera in there. This is the sabut jeera. As soon as that goes in, I'm going to add my garlic and ginger to it. I'm going to just saute this real quick. Now, if you all know that the reason I do that is so it doesn't stick to this pan. So once that is sauteed, I'm going to add my onions. It's just slightly browned, and my green chilies to it. And this is going to now be brown too. Once this is brown, I'm going to add my masalas and my tomato, and then in goes my baingan after that, and it should be done very soon. So let's brown this up and come back to it. Okay, so my onions are nicely browned and toasted. You can see that. Now this is the time I'm going to add my tomatoes to it. So in goes all my tomatoes, and I'm also going to do a quick mix to that. And this time I'm going to go ahead and reduce my flame. If you take a look, it's been high all the time I was cooking my thing. So I'm going to go and do a medium on that. Once I've done the medium, I'm going to add all my spices to it too. So all the spices go in. And now again you're going to be roasting this on the slow fire. What we are waiting on for the tomatoes to all melt, at the same time the oil to separate from the masala, and that will tell us that the baingan is ready to go in. So we'll go ahead and let this come to the point. Okay folks, about 3-4 minutes of roasting this. You can see all the tomato is melted and the oil has separated from the masala. Now here's my baingan. If you have done it right, this is how it should look. So what you can do is you can go quickly and take this spatula. I'm doing this and I'm breaking some in here. The juices I told you came out of that are also in here. So we're going to all add this to my masala now. Now I'm also going to do the same what I was doing right here in the plate, in my pan too, and it will take and break this into real small pieces. So you can either finally chop it on the board, do it in the plate, or do it in the pan itself. It's up to you. But if you have done this right, it should easily come to that point. So we'll do this, we'll roast this for another 3-4 minutes on slow, and then we're going to put this on dum. Okay, so I've been roasting this for another 2 minutes. Now the function for roasting is only to mix this up, because this is fully cooked. So there's not much roasting and all you have to do. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower my thing to my dum. So I'm going right very slow on that. And then I'm going to take a cover of some kind and make sure that it covers your pan. So in this case I have this. And this is covering that, and I'm going to leave this on that slow for about 3-4 minutes for a nice dum. And then the Baingan Bharta is ready. Okay folks, this is what it looks after 2-3 minutes of, actually 3 minutes of dum. So you can see that the oil is separating on it, it's nicely bubbling, and this is ready to serve. So I'll dish it out and show you how it looks in the dish. Okay folks, this is your final product. See how nice it looks, and I tell you it tastes much better than how it looks. I wish you all were here and you can taste this. So please give this a try and see how it comes out. Now the only thing missing on this is the hara dhania. I didn't have any hara dhania, the green cilantro leaf, so I don't put any. But you can just chop some and put it on that, and it's totally done. Okay, thank you folks again for watching Desi Aroma, and I love you all. Please show your love, put some subscription, tell your friends about it, and I'll make some more videos. And I also want some requests from you all. Come on now, I need some requests so I can put these videos for you. You know, I'm a cook who can just mold cooking to any taste, any way you want. So please tell me what you want and I'll make a dish for you. Thank you and see you again. Bye-bye.